You flirted with me and you broke my heart. Now take my handbag. I fell asleep in the bath and I've put on these horrible clothes because I'm too tired to work out what I'm supposed to be wearing and I don't like it.
Hello from the void, it's Rose. Welcome back to my channel and to my not so berry challenge. It's been a little while and that's partly because this is a longer one, which is for a reason. We're doing something slightly different. Instead of just unfettered chaos, in this particular instance, I did actually queue up a couple of actions and then let the chaos unfold. So it's a slightly different approach, and there is a really good reason for this, which is that some things needed to happen for the story. I'm not going to say any more than that because I don't want to spoil it, but suffice to say, this has been a real process. It's been really hard to edit. I really hope you like it. Or if you don't, please let me know why. I would really appreciate any feedback on kind of what you think of the sort of tone, the happenings, everything that happens in this episode, because it will help me make this series more fun for everyone, myself included. Anyway, we're not going to say any more than that. We're just going to get to the video.
Good morning from the Spectres. Last night we had a baby and Genesis moved in, and this morning the sink is broken, Carmine is passed out on the sofa, and Genesis is desperately trying to finish some of her uni coursework. Mac's up and the two of them are not getting on terribly well. I do feel like now there's a younger sibling, the two of them should make an effort, but Mac would rather eat his breakfast standing next to a broken sink than come and sit with Genesis, and Genesis is looking over like, really? I guess I'm the adult in this situation, so she's picked up her coursework, which invariably when she moved in she hasn't done, despite only having 2 days left of the term, and she is going over to delight him with tales of birth. What more could a small child want? Although he did seem to enjoy that. Although now he's mocking her, so yeah, that didn't go terribly well. I definitely feel quite bad for Genesis. She works quite hard to try and keep her cool around him, but he just really knows how to push her buttons, and Carmine is generally either at work, sleeping, or trying to do something else related, so she hasn't really been about to facilitate a better relationship between them. Mac's off to school with a little face mask on, and Carmine has literally woken up and is straight out the door to work, leaving Genesis on her own to do her coursework, fix the sink, feed the baby, all of those things. But fortunately Genesis is feeling pretty focused and up to the challenge, which is probably for the best. And she likes fixing stuff. Well, that's great, because everything around here is forever broken. We are getting on with our term paper. We also have a presentation to do, but we're making pretty good progress, despite it being a bit of a lonely day with nobody but a sleeping baby to keep us company. We have the mean streets opportunity for Carmine. Carmine would definitely just grab a broom and get to it, irrespective of whether or not she's qualified. And that has resulted in a 1 supporter. Thank you very much opportunity. Rewarding our lack of preparation. And Genesis is just giving her trash a cuddle whilst our very expensive bills come in. Mac's blown something up at school, and because Genesis has no parenting skill, we only have the punish option, which is really not going to help their already tricky relationship, but there's not really much I can do about that, so sorry kiddo. After that flurry of activity, it is just Genesis, Mithra, and a pile of stinking trash. And no, I'm not talking about Carmine's love life, I am talking about that literally disgusting thing on the floor. I don't know what it is, I don't know how it got there, but it is there. Someone's calling us. Who is it? Marigold's calling us. She's not going to pursue her dream job. I'm pretty sure she's unemployed, so, all power to her. If you can afford it and you don't want to work, don't work. Do other things. Be creative. Genesis is trying desperately to get her board done, and there's no space for it in the house, but every time she goes outside and gets started, Mithra starts screaming, so Quiet Baby has turned into Stinky Angry Baby, and Genesis is just like, you smell really bad, you're really cute, but could you please stop crying? You're kind of ruining my day. It is time for Mithra's bottle. Obviously Genesis has the equipment but not the supply. I found out yesterday apparently a high percentage of adoptive parents get shamed for not breastfeeding their adoptive children, which obviously they're not able to do. There are so many reasons why people might not be breastfeeding, so a reminder, not your business, be nice, be kind. Mac is home from school just as Genesis is heading off to class, so Grandma Floor is stepping in to babysit. Probably no bad thing given that Mac got punished off Genesis's instruction that they have some space from each other. So they are going to sit outside in the choking pollution and do a project. I think I should now have passed the Green Initiative's NAP, so hopefully at some point in the next few hours the pollution will clear up and we will get some blue skies, and more importantly people will stop choking. But for now Matt is complaining about having to make a castle. He's like, castles are old, castles are boring, and why do we have to do this outside anyway? Why can't we go inside? It's so small in there. And Flora's like, well, if you want to go to space, you better get used to being in small spaces because rockets are real tight. Also, shut up and make your castle. We can add a rocket launcher to the roof if we want once you're done. And they are going to be getting on with the project. And we have been promoted! Yay! So Carmine is now a public official. She'll make an extra $26 per hour for a total of $91 per hour. Yes, we're going to make some good money now. We've got almost $2,000. We get some new cast clothes and we can finally pay our bills. And Carmine is like, yes, I am an achiever. Yes, you are, babe. You're doing so well. She's just having a little mental flex. I feel like Carmine's definitely one of those people that the better she gets at something, the more she wants to do it and the more obsessed she gets with it. So we've paid our bills and we need to secure some votes. So I think we're going to head on out because she's like, kids are under control, mum's here, so I can go get my votes sorted because then my next promotion is within reach. So she's going to head down to, I don't think we've been to this community space yet. It's Sprucewood Square. She's pretty knackered. Walking like a bit of a zombie, and hopefully there's someone inside. Ah yes, this guy. Who's this guy? No idea. He's on his laptop and we're just like, hello sir, may I please talk to you about my policies? I am an excellent politician. Oh no, we're throwing some rose petals on him. I mean, I guess that's a tactic that's worked for her before. Now she's talking about frogs. What are frogs? Are frog voters? No, they're not, but you are, sir. What do you care about? Your home? You want better home improvements? You want more eco-friendly homes? You want less police people with fewer guns? All sounds good to me. Why don't you give me your vote? Come on, or I'll burn you like the sun. I mean, at this point I feel like I've completely lost it. I should not record these late at night. But still I feel saner than the teenager who's just in the back kicking the shit out of a unicorn. We have successfully convinced him of our policies, but have we got his vote? Well, we know he loves the outdoors. Why are you indoors then, mate? On your computer, eh? If you love the outdoors, the sun's shining. Please tell me we got his vote. Carmine desperately needs to go to bed. We have! Hurrah! So we could now go home like a sensible adult. Or, knowing that someone else is taking care of our home responsibilities, we could have a little nippy nap on this sofa. Once we got our sleep need out of the red, we could chat up one of these other fine people to get our votes up, because I think we're going to need quite a lot to get to the top of the career. And yes, we have. We've finally passed Green Initiatives for Port Promise, so the smog should be clearing up. Yay! No more orange skies, although I do kind of like the moodiness of it. I've also got it on for my apocalypse save at the moment, so there's a lot of smog in my Sims life, so some blue skies will be appreciated. Oh, it's Agnes Crumplebottom. I'm actually really excited about this because I haven't interacted with her in Sims 4, except for in a brief playthrough in Henley. I think I messed with her. But how do you think she would like an enchanting introduction? Let's shower her with rose petals. Hey, Agatha! Oh, she seems quite into it. Oh my god, are we going to be accidentally romancing Mrs. Crumplebottom? That would be a turn for the books. She doesn't seem cross with us. Oh, and another sim that I wanted to meet's in the background. This is an exciting evening for us, Carmine. In the background is Queenie Luna, who was made for me by Kim from my Berry Discord save. She is also in the political career, but Carmine doesn't necessarily know that yet. Having accidentally initiated a romance with She of the Big Handbag, we are going to go over and introduce ourselves to Miss Queenie Luna. Carmine's gone in with a political handshake and Queenie's been like, yeah, I don't think so. Who are you? And Carmine's like, I'm Carmine, I'm on the council, I'm here to fix the town. Aren't I great? And Queenie's like, yeah, I'm here to fix the town too. I'm the new councillor for, I don't know, some other region. I don't know how Sims politics works. I'm not going to overthink it because I used to work in politics and I could make it really, really hard for myself. So suffice to say that Queenie is new in town, but she is definitely going after Carmine's voters. And yeah, for now everything's quite nice between them. They're like, ha 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 ha, yeah, you're funny. Yeah, Carmine's like, oh, maybe we could work together. Wouldn't it be fun, us girls together? And Queenie's like, no, I hate you. Anyway, just to further test out the Crumplebottom theory, I did decide to have Carmine float with the green-haired guy she got the vote from earlier to see what would happen. And what happened? Oh, she's coming. Come on, Agnes, scold us. She's like, you are a hussy, you are a whore, you flirted with me and you broke my heart, now take my handbag. Carmine seems to find being hit in the face quite funny, which is not good. Oh no, has it ruined our romance with Agnes? Sad. Agnes seems sad too. Well, it was never to be. Back home, Mac is playing chess on the roof. I do want to do a little extension. Oh my god, was there a lightning strike right next to him? Was there a fire? Mac, dude, what went on? Genesis? Genesis, do you know? Anyone? Anyone? Mithra? I mean, it was very unlikely her, because she's just an object. We've left Carmine to do her worst at the community lot and come back to check on what's going on at home, mostly because I want to make sure that Mac does his homework, because he doesn't really do it very often. And I would like him to get an A at school, because that will be useful for his rocket science dreams. Yes, yes, your neighbourhood's eco-footprint is neutral. Neutral. It's not even green, it's just neutral, but I will take it. It means, look, it's clear air. No one is choking. The beautiful silos and gas canisters can be seen through the clear, sweet air of unpolluted skies as Carmine trudges wearily home. Genesis has made a terrible error. She's washing a plate, so Mac's going to get in first, and he's like, Mummy, you're home. Genesis didn't even get the chance to be like, yeah, you're home at 10:30. Where have you been? You've just left me alone with a newborn. And Mac's like, I know that you really like her, but Genesis is really mean. She called my school and she told them they could give me detention for blowing something up, and I didn't even blow anything up. It just blew up on its own, and it's not fair. And Carmine's like, wait, what? What's going on? I'm so tired. Mac, like, what's going on? He's like, and also, can I please have some money? She's like, sure, I guess. I feel like she's definitely in the phase like, I finally have money so I can give something to my kid. And Genesis is probably somewhere in the background like, he behaved badly, you've taken his word from it and you've rewarded him. And now you're just gonna go to bed without even talking to me? Really? Really? And let him watch TV at 11 o'clock at night. I mean, not my kid, but really wish I was part of the decision-making process here and not just the unpaid help. So maybe she'd go in and have a little chat with Mac. Sit next to him, just be like, hey, so do you think maybe it's bedtime, or do you want to talk about what happened earlier? And he's like, I'm doing my homework. How about you worry less about me and go see to your child who is crying? Can you just go away maybe? Mac is not nice to Genesis. I get that having like a step parent figure move in is always really challenging for a kid, and having a new sibling also difficult, but Mac is not making an effort to be the nicest. Mac is definitely used to two kinds of grown-ups. People like his mum, who just kind of surface level engage with him and don't really pay a lot of attention to what he's doing, good or bad. And then there's Flor, who obviously completely dotes on him and thinks that academic excellence and paying attention to the things you're interested in is more important than being polite to people or following societal rules. So he's definitely in a bit of a sticky situation, and then Genesis is coming into all of that, and it is just not working. And then at the other end of the spectrum, you've got Genesis actually turning into a really good mum for Mithra. You know, they're developing a really close bond. And I think Genesis is definitely a sim that I see as maybe didn't think she wanted kids. It was always something that was why her and Carmine didn't ever move in together beforehand, because of Mac, because Genesis was just like, I don't think I'm the motherly sort. And now she's suddenly finding that actually maybe she is. Actually, she really enjoys being a parent, but she didn't sign up to be a single parent, including to a small boy who basically hates her. And Carmine is just too busy to notice. She's gone to work again without talking to Genesis. You know, she's taken 10 minutes to zhuzh herself up in the mirror, and Genesis is just coming down to say bye and finding that Carmine's already gone, and woof. Can we take a moment to appreciate the lighting? I love my reshade, it's so good. It's clear pop, I'll link it. Genesis is outside trying to finish up her schoolwork, thinking about her options, thinking about how basically she's become a single parent, and I think it's going to be really difficult for us to get all of her work done before the end of the college term, because we got it with like 2 days to go. So yeah, I am a bit worried about her grades slipping, and for her that is definitely not negotiable. I mean, she is working so hard, she is exhausted, look at the bags around her eyes. Fortunately, she's managing to be in a focused mood, which is letting her get on, but we've got to finish a term paper, finish this presentation and go to 2 classes today, and I don't think she's been to bed. Yeah. By the time Matt gets home, Genesis is still at lessons, so we are going to have Flor over to continue to help him with her project. I love how their relationships ended up. I was actually kind of worried because Flor was always a really hands-off parent, but she really likes Mac because he has the same interests that she does. It wasn't even that she didn't like being a parent, she just wasn't really interested in the same things as her kids, and she was very self-centered, which is where Carmine gets it from. Speaking of, I feel like Carmine definitely would have picked up that Genesis was unhappy about her being home so late. So today, instead, why don't we have our potential voters come to the house? Because then we can be here. That'll be better, right? Right? Not right. Sound off in the comments which is the most offensive, your partner staying out till 10:30 to get votes, or your partner throwing a party at your house without telling you to get votes. Genesis is very much like, oh my god, I just want to go to bed. Who are all these people? Why are they here? And she's just gone straight to sleep on the sofa. We've invited Queenie over because I feel like Carmine is still basically thinking that maybe they could be friends, and Queenie is well in frenemy territory, but we'll dig into that later. For the time being, we are just going to be sitting down with all these people. I basically invited anyone over that we had a slight relationship with that we might be able to leverage into a vote to try and get that done, and it is just utter chaos. Mithra is screaming. Crimson's standing creepily outside the house. Maybe he saw Savannah on the doorstep and was like, I'm not going in there. And Genesis has been forced to go and tend to her daughter because nobody else paid any attention to the screaming baby. And by anyone else, I do mean her other mother, who was sitting on a chair like 6 feet away. And look, I mean, Genesis is beautiful, but look how tired she is. And Carmine's just like, cool, Genesis has got the baby covered. I'm going to go outside and schmooze with my new friend Queenie and try and build a political alliance with her. Someone's got a vuvuzela right next to the baby's crib, which is just a dick move, let's be real. Genesis is feeling super tense, and I feel like she'd only be feeling tenser if she had eyes in the back of her head. Ooh, final grades. Okay, so that's not as bad as I was thinking. She managed to get an A for the term, which brings her GPA to a B overall, but it has definitely been a struggle, and what's going on right now is not helping, so it's time to go have a word with Carmine. She's like, can we chat? But she's also struggling to stay awake. Oh my god, we've been so mean to her. And we have secured some political support, but we have lost the opportunity to chat with Genesis, who clearly feels super uncomfortable in this environment. Both the politicking and even just like how she dresses and how she acts doesn't fit in. She's a bit of a hippie, you know, no shoes, and these are all people in like quite smart outfits. Carmine's still wearing her bloody suit, for goodness sake, and trying to win the support of the kind of people her and Genesis used to take the mickey out of. They both used to be sort of more protest focused, more like yelling about stuff, and now she's playing the game. She's trying to garner political support. She's going to be raising donations soon, and you know, it's not the same person that Genesis used to know. And Genesis is having to pick up all the housewife stuff. She's looking after the kid, she's cleaning up, she's fixing things, and she was not signed up to be first lady. That was never the deal. And Carmine is just, I think, kind of trying to avoid it at the moment. Mithra, bless her, she's just screaming again, babe, me too. Aurelia's picked the baby up. I feel like Genesis would definitely hate that. She's like, who even are you? Why are you holding my daughter? Like, get away. It's bad enough that you're all here, but like, don't touch my baby. It's my baby. Against the odds, she's feeling pretty flirty, but I can't see that lasting. The age-old way that her and Carmine have made up after arguments has always been sex, but I can't see that happening, not least because they haven't even had an argument. There's just been a total breakdown of communication, and that is not a good thing. Genesis has just found herself cleaning up plates, and that's so not who she is, so she's like, what am I doing? I'm not doing this. Babe, we need to talk. Like, great party, but we need to talk. In the other room. Right now. Now. Look at my face. I'm not kidding. Sit with me. This does not work. This is not cool. I get it. You have political goals and ambitions, and I thought we were agreed on how we were going to get there, but at no point did we agree that when this baby was born, that I would just stay home and look after it and put all of my dreams on hold and just do what you need. And I'm not here for it. I'm miserable. I just want to relax in my own home, and I can't. And I don't feel like it even is my home because it's full of weirdos, and can you just make them go? But Carmine can't, because she needs their votes. Upstairs, little Mac is continuing to cultivate his deeply unhealthy sleep schedule by playing some night chess on the balcony, but nothing is as unhealthy as Genesis having gone to sleep in the bath where she could definitely drown. I like to think that Mac would be aware she's in there and maybe be like, Mum, you might want to check on Genesis. And Carmine's like, there you are. Come on, babe, let's go to bed. And Genesis is like, no, don't be nice to me now. I fell asleep in the bath and I've put on these horrible clothes because I'm too tired to work at what I'm supposed to be wearing, and I don't like it. I don't like any of this. You can't live like this. It's not fair. And Carmine is just too sleepy to really function. Yeah, this is not a functional situation, as evidenced by the fact that our baby just did a backflip out of her cot and aged up alone in the dark. We are doing some A+ parenting right now. As little Mithra is not going to be our heir, I will just randomise her trait. She's got Charmer, like her mummy. And we will pop into Cass and give this little cutie a little makeover. So she's got Genesis's eyes and Carmine's hair, which is adorable, and we've given her a set of little outfits that combine red and yellow because she doesn't have to be a yellow purist, and in fact other colours because I got some UCC and I wanted to use it, okay? No judgment here. She's got a little rainbow swimsuit for her 2 mummies, and oh, she's so stinking cute. I love her. Upstairs, her parents are sleeping with no awareness that she's just wandering around all on her own. Fortunately, there is a toy that we are able to give her, so she doesn't have only the toilet to play with. But yeah, poor little kid is basically going to spend these small hours of the night wandering the house, just playing with the single toy and waiting for someone to realise that she has come into existence and also escaped her bed. And I think it is going to be the still incredibly tense Genesis who is going to come down the ladder and realise her baby girl has grown up without her and probably feel incredibly guilty about it. Yeah, she appears to be trying to kick the houseplants. Don't do that. Why don't you just go give her a cuddle instead? Fortunately, she's young and she won't remember that you missed that. Mac is just like, oh, she's big now. He's having cake for breakfast because he continues to make great life choices. Genesis is probably thinking about the fact that Mithra didn't even get a cake. I mean, not that toddlers can get cakes when they age up to that, but hey. Carmine's got less than an hour till work. So, will she even realise that her daughter's grown up? Oh, Mac, don't be mean to your sister. I think told her to go away, and she's feeling sad because she's tired and she doesn't have a bed, and we haven't got her any stuff because I basically forgot she was going to grow up. But we're going to blame Carmine because that's how this game goes. Genesis has got her real grumpy face on. Having thought that if Mac can have cake for breakfast, so can she, Genesis has definitely been building up a head of steam. She's still feeling incredibly tense, and Carmine, as far as I can tell, still hasn't really clocked that Mithra has grown up, and Genesis is just like, this is not working. What are you going to do? You know, we just missed our daughter's birthday because we were too preoccupied with your politics, and your son is being a dickhead. Just, it's making me really unhappy. And Carmine would probably say, you knew this was going to be tough. You knew that I was going to run for office and that this would be really challenging, but I thought you were on my side. And Genesis is like, I was on your side, but now I don't even know what you stand for. The kind of people you're bringing around here, the kind of people you seem to want to work with, they just don't share the values I thought we shared. And I'm not compromising who I am so that you can win an election. And Carmine's only response is, I have to go to work, leaving Genesis alone in an inspired mood. But what is Genesis feeling inspired to do? Well, it's definitely not to be nicer to Mac, because he does not earn that right whatsoever. Maybe to hang out more with baby Mithra, who is outside with her totty cup, looking absolutely stinking cute. Baby, you never knew when the air was poisoned. You've only ever seen it nice. Your mum's done something good. Genesis has dragged out some baby stuff from my family inventory for Mithra, and, you know, is thinking, well, maybe I can stick at it. Maybe I can stick around a little longer. But her emotions are all over the place. She's gone from feeling inspired, now she's feeling sad, and I think not just because she's got to empty a potty, but because all of the things that were supposed to happen haven't really happened. Except for Carmine being successful, everything else has kind of fallen by the wayside. Now she's feeling uncomfortable. Just a lot of feelings, and all of them whilst watching a toddler shit in a bucket. Carmine has definitely navigated her way through the political beltway, and she can join a campaign. She will gain fame and a new friendship, or politely decline. Well, we got to take it. She's now a celebrity. She's a notable newcomer. The guy she's running with is unemployed. Okay, well, that's concerning. But she is officially on the trail. She's got to make a speech. She's become friends with her running mate. I mean, this is an insanely exciting moment for Carmine, but it's probably just the final nail in the coffin for Genesis. She'd probably find out about this via her social media, people texting her, not face-to-face via her partner. And if things have been bad, well, Carmine's just been like a small-time local councillor. What's it going to be like if she's actually running a campaign? Is it going to get better? I don't see how Genesis could see it getting any better. And being the kind of person she is, she's very actions motivated. So I think she'd call her mum and be like, hey mum, I need to get out of here. Can me and Mithra come stay for a while? And that is what she's going to do. For now, it's goodbye.